Hello to all of my Facebook saints, my YouTube saints, and my Sunday school dropouts. I know it's been a minute, and I'm so excited to kick us back off with this very special edition of Family Gathering. This is pre recorded, but it's still Mother's Day. My mom and we're sitting here inside of our church. And we decided to do the Mother's Day special at church right after service so that we can spend a little time today. So this is not live, but you are more than welcome to leave comments, and I will try my best to respond back to everybody. If this is your first time joining, hello, my name is Brandolyn, and we love having new people. So make sure to tell us if this is your first time and where you're from so we can show you some love. And if you are a mother, happy Mother's Day. And being a mama does it well, let me say it this way. There's a difference between being a mother and being a mama. And so happy Mama's Day, because you can be a mama and not physically birth a child. Okay. People can be a mother. You can birth a child, but it takes a mama to raise one. And so you do not have to birth a child to hear that. And sincerely, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mama. So for anybody who doesn't know, this is Cheryl Paul.
Hello.
A lot of times on Sunday nights, she's in the comments making comments. So now you get to see her live and in person. We'll see how this goes. Mama, I guess I'll just start off with a question and we'll just kind of go from there. What do you think is the hardest thing about being a mom?
Ooh.
I know that was we're just going to jump right in.
Seeing your child hurt.
Oh.
No. Being a mom, you want to jump in and fix everything, but there are some things that cannot be fixed by you. You can only stand on the sidelines, love, and pray.
Got you. Okay. I didn't think of that. Seeing your child hurt. That's a good one. I think for me, the hardest thing about being a mom would be always second guessing myself. Like I'm always like, oh, did I do that right? Oh, and I know there's no handbook, but just the stress of knowing I made a decision, now I have to stick to it.
Yeah.
And it can affect the trajectory of my child's life. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah and no.
Yeah and no?
Yeah and no.
Okay, where's the yeah and no?
Yeah, because there is no handbook. You're going to make mistakes. But both of you learn through the process. Making the mistake and not cleaning up the mistake. And I hate to say cleaning up.
Acknowledging.
Making the mistake, learning from the mistake, and correcting the process moving forward. I can hurt you, but if I don't acknowledge your pain and we work through it.
Right. Even if you don't think you've hurt me, even if you don't think the hurt is justified.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's still the truth.
And that goes to a lot of mother-daughter relationships.
Yes.
There's a lot of daughters who hold on to the resentment of whatever pain a mother has caused until they become a parent. And then I'll take that back because some don't let go.
No.
Some don't let go.
No. That is very true. Very true.
But learning. Life is a learning process. It is a journey. Joy is in the journey if you take your steps right.
And to your point about the change, I don't know what's going on.
As long as it stays outside.
Yeah. But to your point about change, you change from when you're a child to when you become a mother, a parent yourself. I think that the key word there is grace.
Yes.
I think you don't necessarily understand that until you have a child. Then it's easier for you to be able to extend grace for some of the hurts that you went through, because now you understand you're on the other side of it. And you have to use that same grace with yourself and with your child.
Yeah, definitely yourself, because therein lies the second guessing.
Yeah,
you have to allow yourself grace, because there are no fixed answers, and every child is different.
Yes, because you got it right the first time. I'm the oldest of 4. Every child is different. They got it right. I'm the oldest. They got it right, and they kept trying. Just overachievers. No, you can't duplicate perfection.
It's her story, and she's sticking to it.
Oh, I wish my sisters could be with us today. Unfortunately, one sister is doing an eighth grade field trip with her child, and the other one, go on. There's always an extra child around. What?
He's not in here.
He's not. Go out. Go.
Bye.
Bye. A job of a mother is never done, and that one wasn't even mine. That's the whole thing. It takes a village. So, I can talk. That was my brother's child, which I should have brought him on camera because you guys have never met that particular nephew.
He probably will be back.
He will be back, I'm sure, before we're finished. He will be back, and I'll tell him to come over and say hi. But one of my sisters is on an eighth grade field trip with her daughter, and the other sister had to go to work today. But I promise I'm going to get them on my live as well. And I might even do a special one with just my brother because he's a whole situation by himself. Again, they got it right the first time. And I know we're doing the show a little bit different, but I do want to talk to you very quickly about a bless your heart moment because I want my mama's opinion on how she would have handled this situation. We talked about this. I just went live this past week discussing this. There was a group of children, and actually this did not happen far.
Yes,
yes. The 12-year-old that stole her mother's vehicle and decided she was going to Panama City and drove her mother's car. And let me start with saying this, and I said this when I went live. This child stole her mother's car. When I was growing up, I am 40 years old. I still don't like going in my mama's purse. Okay. So first of all, she gets mad at us now, but can you please admit that you did not allow us to go in your purse?
No.
And now she thinks that we should just go in there. Like she gets offended when we won't go.
There's nothing in there. Nothing in there that you can't. When you were young, if I had medication or anything, I didn't want you in my purse. Candy, anything.
The fear of God was placed in me about that pocketbook. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And she thinks that's just going to go away because I'm an adult now. You snap your finger hard. I can tell that. Sunday, yes. My mama snaps her finger. And I'm 40 years old. We are in church. She snapped her finger. I don't care what anybody said. When your mother calls your name, you know it's your mama. When my mother snaps at me, I know it's my mama. I set up and turned real quick. It was
I needed you.
Well, I bet you I got up. I bet you that. So we got off. So if I'm not even willing to go in your pocketbook at the age of 40, what in this bless your heart moment, this 12-year-old child who stole her mother's car to go to Panama City, first of all, you can tell us who you think gets the bless your heart for that. And I believe, was the daughter arrested? Did they arrest her?
That's what I was about to say. I was going to say the jailer.
Okay, so he did arrest her.
Yeah, she was arrested, but are you going to ask me how would I have handled it? Mm-hmm. Is that where you're going?
Mm-hmm. We told you they'd be back.
The jailer would have had, no, Lord, it's the big one.
Oh, it's my brother. Come on, you want to get in this? Come on, you can sit on down. I'm recording. You're fine. Come on. Come sit behind us. We have another special guest. It's my brother. But before you get too comfortable, can you close the door?
So we don't get coming.
Yeah.
Y'all, please excuse me. This shirt is twisting.
She's twisting and shouting in the shirt. Yes, my brother's coming in and out.
I'm sorry.
You all a family. You know this is how we roll. It's just how we roll.
He would have had to just take the child out of the cell. And when I finished, I'd have to go in. I do not believe in abusing a child. We've had this conversation before. I do not abuse a child. I don't believe in hurting a child, but I'd have beat the devil out of them. It would have been abuse. It would not have been abuse, but
no, it would have been murder.
Murder's the case they gave me. But gosh, I hate to say this. In family, I'm old. I have got to come to the realization I'm old.
We don't disagree.
It just I cannot fathom a child of mine, even thinking to, even getting in the car playing without a parent or somebody close by, was you were going to die. You didn't get in the car without a parent.
That's a good point. When we were growing up, my mama did not even hold our hands like this.
Oh no.
You know how little children you hold? She never held our hands like this.
I'm going to hold you like this because you're not going to get away
You're not
from
getting
me.
away. So we would, Chris, what we're talking about is, I don't know if you've heard about this story, but there was a 12-year-old little girl not too far from where I live who stole her mother's car at 12 to drive to Panama City. What do you think Mama would have done to you?
She made it to Alabama.
She made it
somewhere
to
in Alabama.
If I would have done that.
Scoot up so they can hear you.
At 12, if I would have done that, Derek probably would have been with me.
Yes, so, Derek is his friend.
Mm-hmm. Sit up, baby, so you can be in the line. There you
go. Yeah, you probably would have killed this amateur name.
Yeah, we would have.
Yes. Yeah. I think we have given children too much leverage, and parents don't parent anymore. There are just certain things I can't wrap my mind around it. I can't, because there are just certain things that wasn't going to be trouble that you would have gotten into. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I say me and Derek wouldn't have done that anyway.
Not lived.
No, and you knew it. You know, it was just a given.
Chris, there were certain drinks that we had growing up that we didn't touch because we knew they were mama's.
I mean,
well, look how old you were before you got a soft drink.
I was just going to say, I don't even remember drinking Coke until I was almost grown, probably.
Yeah. I'm so happy that y'all get to have a little time with my brother too. I think this is maybe his second time since I've been doing this that he's come on. This is your second time. So just for anybody who's just now joining, let me give you the order. I'm the oldest, and then we have two sisters that are between us, and then this is the only boy and the baby. Okay. And so I always like to tell people they started with a boom, they ended with a bang. Okay. Because my little brother and I, although we are 8 years apart, I tell people all the time, she birthed him, but that's my baby. Okay. I think all of us kind of treated him differently, and I was the one that just babied him and spoiled him. Still do. Grown. He's completely grown. How old are you? 32? 12. He's 12 to me. So that's just my baby. That's just the way we are. So let me ask you this, Mom. What is the biggest difference that you think between raising girls and raising Chris, raising your son? What was the biggest difference?
I cannot speak for every boy, but for the one I had, boys come here with an innate, I'm just going to try it attitude. I will never forget, we had an ottoman, big ottoman. The girls would sit on it, they would roll on it. No, he gets on it and just stepped out, just walked. They air and go, oh, you. And I'm about to die because, well, I guess at the time he might have been 18 months or he was walking. And I'm about to die, jumping up, trying to grab my child because he's walking on air, at least he thought, and hit the floor. And he got up and just kind of brushed it off and went on. You guys never took, he took Daredevil to a different level.
That's true. Chris, do you feel like you, and I know what I say about you're my baby, but do you feel like you had one mama or four mamas?
I got four mamas once. Y'all all started acting like my mom, I would say, once I got older. But growing up, nah.
No. Do you feel like we all act like your mother now?
In certain ways.
Well, you didn't say Happy Mother's Day to me.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Happy Mother's Day.
You walked into that.
You did. Since you claim I act like your mother.
But no, all y'all act like my mama. And yes, all y'all act like her in certain ways.
I should say, has it been interesting for you to watch us become mothers?
Very much so.
You know, how? Talk about that.
I can only use Kim as an example.
Kim's the baby sister.
Kim is mama now. It's so funny because she is mama. Trying not to be. So seeing it naturally happen, it's like,
it's hilarious. That's very true. Out of the three girls, you think Kim is the most like mama?
Yep.
I agree.
Kim's the nurturer. Kim's the nurturer in the family. Nurturing in that Kim
Fix
is the
it.
mother hen. She
Yeah.
gathers everything
She
together.
is the glue. She
Yeah.
is the glue
She's
for
the
us.
nurturer.
That's fair.
Now, I have a question for the both of you.
Okay.
How did I do? As a mom growing up, how did I do?
You did right the first time, and you did all right that last time, but I don't know about that middle.
Yep.
That
I
middle is
mean,
questionable.
I look at it this way. I ain't in jail. I ain't been in jail. But I do have a dad too. No
Mhm.
offense to anyone. But I mean, Mom, how you think you did? How did I turn out?
Careful.
How did I turn out?
I lied.
You're
I ain't
lying.
been in jail. I ain't been in jail.
You haven't been to jail.
No, I mean, I think you did
But see,
obviously fine.
And here's the thing. I think that you haven't like you're saying it as if your job is over. Like
Yeah,
you're
I mean, I'm
still
sitting
our
here-
mama.
No. You never stop
You
parenting.
never stop being a
You
mama.
never stop parenting.
It's just the way you. Well, I think you do stop parenting. You
you
just
do
don't
not.
ever stop being my mama.
Nah, it's
Mama.
like this. It's like
Mama.
this. She can't literally
Mama.
tell me what to do anymore, but she
Right.
can tell me what she think I should do.
Mhm.
And she leaves it at you do what you want to do because
Yeah.
you're grown.
Yeah.
So she still
So you
tell me what to
parenting.
do.
Yeah.
That just don't mean I gotta listen.
Chris, I have a question for you.
What's up?
When it comes to parenting, okay, based on y'all's definition, I agree 100%. You're always parenting.
Mhm.
Would you say, and this is for Chris, would you say cooking is a part of parenting?
Yeah.
I agree. So if you
walking
continue
into this,
to cook, if you are continuously, now I'm basing this on their definition. They said your parenting never ends. And he said that cooking is a part of your parenting.
So
Okay.
should she have cooked today? Is that what you're getting?
Not today,
Oh,
just ever.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I look at it like this.
Mhm.
You got how many grandkids?
too many.
I got
you.
what, four or five?
5
Parker.
or 6.
Chris,
Six. It's
William.
3
six.
girls, 3 boys.
3 girls, 3 boys.
Mhm.
Now you have other people to cook for.
Exactly. People that are willing to buy the food and clean up the kitchen when you're done.
I ain't say all of that, but that was never
I
my
rest
department.
my
It's never been my
case.
department.
I
Chris,
rest my
I'm the
case.
baby.
Chris,
I
we
rest
had
my
a good case,
case.
and you
Nope.
just
I mean,
Okay, you know what I'm gonna defer to?
what?
You said Kim was me.
she heard that, bro.
I know. Yeah, we'd be in trouble.
Y'all be in trouble.
Mhm,
But I
mhm.
mean, what did you say? I can still tell you, you don't have to listen. I don't have to do. I've earned my rest.
What in the COVID nation is going on? Every time you cough, I'm like, ugh. You all right back there?
Allergies.
Mhm. Devil's dandruff, that pollen getting to you? Gotcha. Okay. Well, Chris, let me ask you this. And then, this is just a quick special. We won't be on long. What do you feel is the biggest lesson? Or wait, not even the lesson. What is your favorite memory with mama?
It's funny because my favorite memories with mama is not bad things, but it's
We're in
funny
church.
stuff.
I don't know.
No.
What?
It's 2 things that I'll never, ever forget. And one is my first real whooping. I remember Kim had that Minnie Mouse watch.
Mhm.
I think I might have been like 5 or 6. I had to have been 5 or 6, because I don't know if it was summertime or not, but I just remember me and Kim were at the house with you.
Antioch.
The other apartments, not Antioch.
Hendersonville. Yeah.
I remember Kim couldn't find her watch, or I took it or something. And I remember I cussed at her. And Kim went up there and told you I cussed. And you made me come up front, and you pulled my pants down and my drawers, laid me across the lap, and told me up. And then
That's
think
your
it might have
favorite
been-
memory?
it's just what I remember for real. 'Cause, you gotta remember,
Life-changing.
We were together every single day, so
Right.
memories are
Yeah.
endless.
Yeah.
And then I think I might have been in 7th grade, and I wasn't supposed to play basketball because I think I got like a C on my report card or something.
You and Daddy
And
still in
Daddy
trouble
left
for
me.
that.
Daddy was like, "Nah, he took me to practice and everything.
yeah.
You didn't know."
Yeah.
And then you found out,
Yeah.
and you were really mad at
you and
Daddy
Daddy.
for a long
Yes,
time.
and still, I can get
I'm
hot
mad
about
that-
that now.
Most of your memories involve punishments.
Cause I mean,
I
go back.
thought-
We'll go back. I have three other mothers. So how was I getting in trouble?
Through your sisters. That's fair.
I thought you were going to say that. That was, oh my gosh, I was so mad at you. But then it was so funny at the same time. The bath.
Oh man, I
What
forgot
the-
about
The
that.
one
That's
he
a
told,
funny
I
one.
told him to go
Oh,
take a bath.
wait.
I
this is a good story. This is a good story, y'all.
I'll never forget this neither. It was Monday.
This is how you teach
It
your
was
children.
Monday. It was Monday because wrestling was on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, we got the same bath?
Yep. And I remember wrestling used to go off at maybe like 10:30. So I was already supposed to be laying down. And I remember she told me to go take a shower. And I was like, all right. And I went in the bathroom, acted like I took one, and I just kept watching wrestling. And she got up and went and checked the tub. Tub was bone dry. There wasn't no rag in there, nothing. And she gave me a whooping naked in the bathroom.
Well,
But this time I was probably about like 12.
Yeah.
That was my last whooping. For real, that's the last time I got a whooping.
That was it. You were done after that.
Oh yeah.
I
That's
was,
not the memory I thought y'all were talking about.
What you
Which
thought we
one?
was gonna say?
The one that involved ladies products in a shower. That's where I thought y'all were going. Chris, ladies products in a shower.
I don't remember
I
this.
don't know
Yes,
that
you
one.
do. We're not gonna talk about it right now.
No, because I want to know what you're talking
Well, and
about.
when you said lady, I'm thinking the
The
dog.
yeah, that's
You
what
should
I'm
be.
I used her shampoo.
Did you?
Yep, I
Yes.
remember that.
Oh,
Yes.
no, I don't
I either used
remember
her
that.
shampoo or the soap.
The
It was
soap.
something.
Chris took a shower and he kept talking about how bad he was itching, and this
Mhm.
happened over several days.
Yep.
Yes,
I
and he
don't
was
remember
using
that.
He was
Hey,
using
man,
the
this turned
dog's
into a
shampoo.
Chris-
Okay, I'm sorry.
Bye bye.
No, you can stay. We're done. Here, come back. I'm done. No more Chris stories.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you what are some of my favorite memories.
I'm
That's
sorry,
one of my
Chris.
favorite. That's like
I didn't remember
top-
that.
top 5 family never
What you
get moments.
eating?
Rude chips, but
Yeah, don't eat in y'all church sanctuary.
don't do that. But some of my favorite memories, mommy started them, but we were all involved. So like I remember on Saturday mornings, we would watch cartoons for a little while, but then mama would open up all the windows.
Yep.
You would smell pine salt,
Yep.
and there was music on.
Yep.
It was usually
George
Benson,
Kenny G,
Kenny G.
Grover Washington,
Come on.
Quincy Jones,
Yes.
Michael
Jackson.
Temptations.
Yes, and that meant
That's
it's time to clean the
Not
house.
even to cut you off. Those
Yes.
are my memories.
Yes.
This is partially my love for music.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from you and daddy and all the traveling and stuff, all the range of music that I always heard. That's my
Yes.
memories for real.
Yes.
That's what I listen to now.
Our mama
Like-
did that. Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best
And
memories.
then after we would clean the house, we would in Nashville, she would put us in the van and we would go to the farmer's market.
Or we'll go to the park.
yeah.
Or we would go to the park.
Yup.
It's stuff like that. Like a lot of times I feel like
Or-
people, what?
When she used to pick us up from school and have
Chicken in the car. Yes.
Oh,
Yup.
man.
Yes.
Poor van.
Our van was my mama's second home. So by the time she dropped all of us off at all of our schools, if there was a field trip, she would go to that school. If she needed to be at someone's school, then it was time to pick up everybody and then transport people to their after school activities. And so she would have food in the car, and chicken in a van just hits different. Is that fair to say?
I still taste it.
Okay, that was good stuff.
Smells and everything.
It was good stuff. Well, listen, we are about to get out of here. But before we do, Chris, is there anything you want to say to Mama before I do?
I love you.
I love
You
you
already know
back.
that. No, I don't think there's nothing else need to be said.
Love you back.
I love you, and I'm thankful that you have been an example for me on what to do and what not to do as a mom. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
Mhm.
you made me. Never mind.
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay.
No.
Mm-mm,
No.
mm-mm.
You know what I think? I think that I'm gonna get Chris and Daddy together.
Ooh.
I need to put Chris,
Interesting.
my brother, and my daddy on a live, and we'll see what happens.
Oh my
Prepare yourselves. But above all that, happy Mother's Day to everybody. And like I always tell you, Get your shine on. My prayer for you this week is that whether your mother is here or has graduated on to heaven, that you hold on to the lessons that she taught you, that those memories stay with you, and instead of tears, they bring smiles to your face. And if your mom is here, love on her. Make sure that she knows how much you truly do love her, because we are not promised the next breath, the next day. So make sure that you get your shine on and love all those around you. Have a great, great day, guys. We love you, and I will see you next week.